So here I am, day 5. I just finished an hour and a half straight. Again, I cannot see clearly. It's almost like a film is over my eyes. I sat on the floor today. Sometimes I sit on a beanbag. I have to be really comfortable to be able to sit this long. I'll show you my little setup. So I have my cushion, and then I actually have pillows under my knees because it tends to get always my left leg, my left knee usually gets to be starts to become an excruciating pain. But today it didn't happen until an hour and a half in, so that was pretty good. Couple things that I've noticed so far. I had coffee this morning, and I'm already extremely sensitive to stimulants. So that coffee had me like on a rocket ship today. So I already noticed that I can cut coffee out and I'm gonna be completely fine. I actually don't need it. It was too stimulating for me, to be honest with you. Last night, so what I've noticed is when you kind of go through and you really move the Kundalini energy, you are very stimulated, very vibratory. Not in like an out of control way, but it's like I wasn't tired last night. When it was time to go to bed, I was like, I could have stayed up probably for 3 more hours if I wanted to, past midnight. But actually, when I finally decided to go to bed, I was asleep, which is a beautiful thing. I woke up a little groggy though. I don't think I drank enough water yesterday. But so when I got up this morning, I had some espresso, and I felt extremely like jittery and almost not on edge, but very stimulated. I couldn't like settle down. So when I decided to come do my meditation, Sodarchan Chakra Kriya, I do it to the music. You don't have to, but that's how I've always done it, and I go deeper when I do it that way. And it has the cues so you can kind of just follow. So it's a 31-minute song. So I do it 3 times on repeat, and then there's 11-minute increments of it. So you hear the song kind of change. So I know that that's 11 minutes, that's 22. I actually don't even need to know anymore. I kind of know when it's over anyway, because I've been doing it for so long. But so as I'm going through, it's kind of like a science experiment for me, and I'm kind of watching and being very aware of everything that's going on. I'm like, oh, this is happening at 11 minutes. This is happening at 22 minutes. Oh, that happened at 44 minutes. That happened, so I'm really paying attention to those things. So back to the coffee. I couldn't settle down into the meditation till almost like 22 minutes. It took me that much time to like kind of move through that coffee jitters almost. So couple interesting things happened to me today. So again, I was talking the other day about the crown. So the crown chakra, I noticed turned on around after 11 minutes, so around like the 22-minute mark. And then it also did at the 40-minute mark. Okay, so like 20 and 40. So that was interesting. And then after that, around the probably, so the second round, like 30, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that. I was seeing like a blue pearl at my nose. So your eye focus is at the tip of the nose when you do this meditation, and I just saw like a blue pearl at my nose. So that was interesting. So that hour mark for me, because I've done 31 minutes for many, many years, I'm just kind of like, I'm really expanding into that hour now. And the hour is easy for me to do, but I'm noticing a lot of stuff happen within that hour time frame for me. And then again, like around the 40, 50, going in, almost finishing the hour, I noticed extreme heat and like pressure at like the back of my heart center. So right on my spine. What else did I notice today? The pain in my leg didn't start until the hour and a half mark. And what I noticed is that when I held it and kind of like dealt with the pain and made the pain kind of like a meditation, and I said to myself, I'm not going to move, because I usually would have to stretch out my leg because it hurts so bad. This time my knee didn't hurt. It was just kind of like inside my thigh. It was almost like a burning, like, I don't know how to explain the pain. It feels almost like the muscles are tearing off the bone, to be honest with you. I know that sounds like excruciating, but it's something. I don't know what it is. It's always happened to me. I actually need to look a little bit more into it. What does it mean? Because I don't really know. It's always my left leg, always. So when I actually held it and kind of like really stuck with that pain, my meditation got much deeper. And it kind of, that pain kind of like engulfed my whole body, which was weird. It became like this very energetic, I don't know how to describe that pain, but my whole being started feeling like that, but not in a painful way. It was almost just a very potent, like thick energy space. I don't know. I'll let you know. What else happened? I thought I was going to pass. When I was at an hour and a half, I said to myself, well, in the beginning of the hour and a half, when I wasn't in pain yet, I said to myself, I can do 2 hours today. But I didn't get there. So working my way up. And that's it. It took me a really long time to calm down. I had a lot going through my head. When I was done, I was so clear in nothingness. Like usually sometimes I'll kind of channel a lot when I'm sitting. And I just finished just a couple minutes ago, so I'm still kind of in that space. But it was just a void, which was really interesting. You know, this meditation is meant to clear you out and take out the garbage and all of that, and it really did. So, yeah, and then when I was sitting here, I mean, I do it with my headphones in, only because I really like to block out all the noise around me, so I can kind of focus, especially if I'm doing it that long. I don't want to be distracted. Sometimes the dog barks and like my sister's over, I can hear her and talking, and like, you know, there was people outside doing yard work, and, you know, so all of those things, I was just like, I don't want to listen to those. I just want to focus, which is good and bad, because sometimes it's nice to have something to push up against and be able to handle that. But right now I just like really want to master this hour and a half. So right now this is kind of where I am at, and I just want to keep the headphones in. So when I was sitting in silence at the end, I actually took them out, and what I noticed is the noises outside of me weren't annoying to me like they usually would be. I was just like, oh, it's just noise. And then an interesting thing, my husband came in the room at one point, and it almost startled me, because the movement, I was in such this space that the movement of energy was very alerting. So I could feel my sensitivities just not only, so when your auric field expands, your sensitivities also expand out further. You have a further reach. Okay, so sometimes like it's called Raja energy. It's like the energy that Raj, I'm trying to remember now. There's Sattvic, which is kind of still, and the yeah, that's like the energetic energy. So it's like that kind of came in, and I could feel it like all the way over there, which was interesting. And it kind of startled me, because I usually, you know, my perception usually isn't that far out there, because my aura is a little closer usually. So when you expand your aura, your sensitivities pick up things that are further out from you, which is clairsentience, which is like that ability to pick up the energy of the room and like what's going on around you. So that's pretty cool. So that's it. I'll keep you updated. Thanks for joining me.